Hello everybody, welcome to Minnesota Sports HQ. I'm Ben, and today, well, no Minnesota sports going on as far as, the pro teams, so I thought I'd do a first-of-its-kind video on the channel, and it's something I wanted to get to earlier, but didn't really have the chance to, especially with everything that's been going on lately. So, we are, getting in the mood for some MLS soccer here on the channel, and, I thought I'd get us all ready for the season. As far as Minnesota United goes, so, I mean, obviously they're the soccer team in the area. Last year was their first pro season. They had a few good seasons in the second division before that, and we paid a lot of money to move up to the first division. But yeah, last season was our first season. We were at TCF Bank all year. I went to the first game that we played against Atlanta, and we lost 6-1. It was awful, but it was snowing, and I had the time of my life. And they're going to be back at TCF Bank again this year. I thought their new stadium was going to be done this year when they first started talking about it, but that didn't happen. And it'll for sure be done by next year. Their new stadium is in North St. Paul that they're building. As far as what I'd say, or well, let's review how they did last year. They finished 9th. They got 36 points. They weren't last in the Western Conference. They finished 9th out of 11 teams, and then I believe they finished 17th or 18th out of 22 teams. And we were really bad to start off the season. I believe we gave up 25 goals in our first 4 games, which is absolutely ridiculous. And just a testament to that, we were actually above 500 at home. We were 7-6-4 last year. But then away, we had 3 wins, 12 losses, and 2 draws. That is awful away from home. Now, as far as, okay, I'll explain how MLS works. The top 6 in each conference go to the playoffs, and after that, it's pretty much how the NFL works as their playoff system. It's pretty much exactly the same as that. 12 teams make it, and obviously there's going to be a winner. The thing about MLS is there are 2 more chances to win stuff. 1 trophy is given to the team that gets the most points in the regular season, and that's called the Supporter Shield. And then if you win the playoffs, you're given MLS Cup. And then there is a tournament that many soccer leagues have within the nation. It's called the U.S. Open Cup, and a lot of teams, probably down to the 4th or 5th or 6th division in America, are given a chance to participate. Now, Minnesota hasn't done great at any of these things in the past. We won the 2nd division in, I believe, 2014, and we finished high up in that table before we moved up to MLS. And unfortunately, when we moved up to MLS, we didn't really pay any money to get anyone. I'm sorry, I just feel a little extra, so I'm gonna zip up the jacket. I think the hat's good enough. And back to what I was saying, we didn't really spend any money on players. We kind of relied on some guys that we used in the 2nd division, and we brought a few guys in. And we've had 2 drafts so far. We've done okay. We've attracted some players that I didn't think was possible. But kind of what I want to review today is where we'll finish next year. The starting lineup, just so you guys can get familiar with players. and then the kit reveal that happened on Sunday. Yeah, it happened on Sunday. So, yeah, let's get straight into that. I guess I'll talk about the kit first. I actually kind of like it. I did not like last year's at all. It was just a glaring Target logo, and it was just kind of nothing other than that. This year they switched it up a little bit and added a little bit of flair, I guess, if you want to call it that. Basically, it's gray with a little darker gray stripes down the side. I'll have a picture of it up on the screen. I do like the goalkeeper jersey. It has a bunch of blue stripes on it, and it's on a blue jersey. But I don't know. It's a lot better than last year's. It's not as bland. It actually looks like they tried. One thing that is cool is, well, the numbers on the back look really nice. I'll see if I can find a picture of that. And then they have a red button right here symbolizing the Loons eye. Kind of the thing about Minnesota United is that kind of the nickname amongst us, we're called the Loons. It makes sense. I mean, it just kind of happens. But I do like this jersey. I think I'm going to buy one. We'll see, though. But as far as, you know, the caliber of jerseys they've had, I'll show you guys the ones they had last year. They were not good at all. And then I'll put that up on the screen right now. And then I have a jersey from, I believe, 3 years ago that I think is really cool, and I kind of wish they'd go back to this design. So we have like a bunch of like bird wings on it, and I think this jersey is absolutely awesome. You can see on the back the blue numbers like we have today. A different sponsor, that's for sure. But I really like the feathers on that one, and you can see it's, you know, from the second division, the NASL. But I really like that jersey, but, you know, this one is probably our second best. Granted, we haven't had that many, but I do like this one. I'm probably going to get one. And now, as far as their starting lineup, we'll get to that next. We didn't really bring any starters in the transfer window. We actually let some starters go. And I'll tell you kind of what I think of each position. So, at goalkeeper, I think we're set. We have Bobby Shuttleworth. We acquired him last year from the New England Revolution, and he was very good for us after our starting goalie went down with an injury in our first game. I think Bobby is a great goalie for the team we are, how we play. So, you know, I like our goalkeeper, which is surprising because most teams hate their goalkeeper just because they make mistakes. But, you know, our defense is what makes the mistakes, not the goalkeeper in this team. And we'll get to that next. We've gotten rid of a few of our guys, but we are very weak at center back. We drafted a center back out of Duke, Carter Manley. I don't think he's an immediate starter. We have Brent Kallman, who I actually watched score a goal last year. He's okay. He actually coached one of my friends in Woodbury, you know, high school level. But he's okay. Vadim Demidov, he's Norwegian and Russian. He's another center back. He's our captain. If Francisco Calvo isn't our captain. I don't really like Demidov. He makes a lot of mistakes trying to pass out from the back. I'm really not a big fan. And then we have Francisco Calvo. He's Costa Rican. He actually plays for the national team, and he'll be going to the World Cup this summer. so we might miss some time with him. But, you know, he's okay. We got rid of a few guys in our defense last year. Looking at left back, Francisco Calvo can also sub in there, but we have Mark Birch. He's pretty good. I really liked our Jamaican guy that we had last year and our American, Justin Davis. And the Jamaican was Jermaine Taylor. But, you know, I mean, Birch is good. I'm sad we let Davis go to Nashville, the team that hasn't even started playing yet. But I do like Mark Birch. We're good at right back. We have Michael Boxall and Jerome Tiasson. And Tiasson is Swiss, and Boxall is from New Zealand. They're both good. Michael Boxall can fill in at center back in defense. I'm okay with the right back and left back, but I do think we're a little weak on our center backs. So, you know, I'm not the biggest fan of our defense that we have right now. As far as the midfield goes, we're actually not bad. We have a lot of guys that we can use. Kind of the more defensive-minded players are Colin Warner and Rasmus Schuler. Both good players. As far as, like, in the center of the park, we have Sam Cronin, Harrison Heath, who we signed this year. And, you know, we have two other guys that make up the attack. Miguel Ibarra, who is very good. Ibsen is kind of more attacking-minded, but he's Brazilian, and he plays in the center of the midfield. So we have two defensive midfielders. We have, like, three pretty good center midfielders, and then we have three really good attacking midfielders. We have Miguel Ibarra, who I have on the back of my shirt right here. We have Colin Martin, who will kind of be the backup. And then we have Kevin Molino, who is from Trinidad and Tobago. He was pretty much the only one we actually purchased for a lot of money. As far as... And I'm okay with the midfield. I don't think it's our weakest point. It could definitely be stronger, but it's okay. Now, as far as the attack goes, we aren't doing horrible. We only have a few wingers, I guess. We have Sam Nicholson, who we signed from the Scottish League. He plays left wing, and then we have Ethan Finley, who we signed from Columbus last year, an American, and he plays on the right wing. Kevin Molino can also play on the right wing if he needs to. I think we're a little weak if we bring back a guy. We bring back a guy we have on loan currently in the middle of the summer. So if anybody gets injured, he'll be there for a replacement. And then I think they're okay. We could definitely upgrade our left wing, but you know, Sam Nicholson isn't the worst option. And now looking at the striker position, the most important. You know, we're doing pretty good. We have Christian Ramirez and Abu Dunladi. Now, Christian Ramirez has been with us for about 5 years now. Everybody questioned him, asking if he could step his game up to the MLS, and he definitely delivered. I want to say he got at least 10 goals last year, which is very good. I think he can get more this year. He didn't play. There was a stretch where he didn't play because he had a little bit of an injury. He just got his first call up to the U.S. men's national team 2 weeks ago, I want to say. And then Abu Dunladi was our first pick in the draft last year out of... where did he go to college? We got him out of college. I don't remember where he went to college, but he is also very good. He's very capable of scoring some crucial goals when we need him to. As far as our transfers this year, not too much happened. We brought in Harrison Heath from Atlanta United this year. We brought in Ethan Finley from the Columbus Crew. We brought in a backup keeper. We drafted quite a few guys. And we loaned Or no, we got them back from loan. My bad. And then the two guys we have on loan, Brandon Allen is a striker. Oh, he's back. Okay. Oh, actually, everybody's back from loan. We have Bashkim Kadri, who I'm really a big fan of. He's Danish. I really liked what he could do. I really hope he starts because I actually really like him. He's one of my favorite players. And one of the big things as far as another loan we have, well, Rasmus Schuler is on loan. That's kind of disheartening. Johan Venegas is also on loan. I don't know why we loaned them out. I really feel like we could have used both of them this season. But, you know, the club does what the club does. Now, I've reviewed the starting 11. I have looked at the kits. Now it's time to look at where I think they'll finish. So last year we finished 9th out of 11th in the Western Conference. For starting so bad, we didn't do horrible, but, you know, we could definitely do better. I think that, you know, we'll kind of finish around the same area, 8th or 9th probably. Houston finished 4th last year, and that was kind of a lucky season. They got a lot of last-minute wins. I don't think they'll do as good. I definitely think the LA Galaxy will pass us, because obviously they make a marquee signing every year. They're rumored to get Zlatan Ibrahimovic, obviously one of the best players in the world, naturally. And then I think we can beat Colorado this year, and I think we can beat Salt Lake. So I think we can beat those two teams. I'm on the edge whether we can beat Houston or not, and I'm on the edge whether we can beat San Jose or not. So I think the max we can get is probably 7th, and I could also definitely see us getting 10th or 11th as well. But from the start, I'm going to say that we're going to get the same as we got last year in 9th place. I don't think that's too unreasonable. It could definitely happen, but yeah, that's kind of my input. I'm a big soccer fan, and go Loons. I hope to see you all tomorrow. We have quite a big day of action. I think everybody plays. We have the Gophers, Wild. I think we have the Wolves too, and I think we have some other stuff. So be on the lookout for a video tomorrow, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Good night, everybody.